you, Leah. Thank you, Rochelle, for both of y'all for inviting me, and to the other readers. It's been fun. This poem, I'm going to just read some poems from this book that came out about a year ago, Returning the Sword of the Stone. 8 things I hate about me. I hate it when I spend my life breeding and training elite sled dogs, only to end up the crusty old villain in some younger musher's story. I hate it when I'm giving an academic talk at my alma mater and my old mentor is a no-show, causing me to question the value of my scholarship. I hate it when I humiliate a nerd in the lunchroom or bathroom, only for them to become cool later, humiliating me at a house party or a school dance. I hate it when I'm trying to avoid seeing a dive bar right behind me just as the last city bus barrels by in the rain, reflecting in its strip of moving windows, the dive bar's neon signage. I hate it when I spend my youth decrying the hypocrisies of adults, only to become one who conceives of hypocrisy as the very pinion of consciousness. I hate it when I plant a kiss on each bicep in a dive bar, mocking a dock worker with biceps twice mine in diameter into arm wrestling me, only to be all the more humiliated when I lose. I hate it when I fall off my yacht and the weight of all the mobile gaming consoles in my cargo shorts pockets pins me to the seafloor. I hate it when I'm in geometry class, intent on disrupting the lesson with inane and off-topic contributions, only to be moved to silence by the beauty of the Pythagorean theorem. This next poem is, I'll do a really short one. It's called Opening Day. If they ever really did clone dinosaurs and built a real Jurassic Park, it would be funny if a tiny little asteroid arrived and destroyed only it. That one's just kind of a one joke, but I really liked it. And I do think that would be funny. I think that would be just the funniest thing. This next poem is called Youth is a Fugitive, and it's a list of aphorisms, which are kind of like, if you don't know, supposed pithy statements of truth. It's a very, like, to me, a low, it doesn't get much respect as a form. It's kind of like a, nobody does aphorisms anymore. That's so stupid. Anyway, that's part of why they're appealing to me, because they're so difficult. Anyway, youth is a fugitive that thinks it's a hostage. You know the labyrinth has 2 exits if you can feel the wind. Hell is an orgy of everyone you know. Heaven an orgy of strangers. Just the faint glimmer of the possibility of love instantly gerrymanders your entire past. An exotic analogy to which no one relates, but to which people wish they related, will always out-circulate an actually apt analogy to which people actually relate. A child surprised that a neon sign isn't hot the first time they touch one knows how it feels as an adult to achieve one's goals. The amount of muffin left stuck to the wrapper when you open it is the percent of your childhood that was the way you remember it. Crime is a dream justice has when it sleeps. Boredom is the cruelest aphrodisiac. All you need is love to have a home in every moment, and all you need is poetry to have it be a mansion. Desire rudders a ghost ship. Believing in God is like believing in an endless stream of letters following Z. Loving anything more than yourself is like a misquote that clears you of plagiarism. Cowardice is the fear of suffering, courage, the fear of wrongdoing. Nothing is purer than gratitude, and because it's so pure, it's the first thing to blow away when the wind blows. Anything is possible, but everything is too expensive. History is stranger than truth or fiction. The eyes are teeth that see. Grace is a diaper you never have to change. Mourning a more convincing dream. Life is long for a brief time, then brief for a long time. The problem with irony is that it is too soothing. It suggests a pattern to tragedy and therefore mitigates the terror that tragedy is random. Were tragedy patternless, we'd be meaningless, and all the ironies of literature are a dam against this despair. All right, last one I'll read. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's really long, but I'll read. It's okay because it's just another long list, but many of my poems are just lists, and one of the benefits of that is you can just kind of stop whenever you want. You can just end it whenever you sense that it's time to end it. But if you want to read the whole thing, you could read it in the book. This is I'm running for president. I believe every dog turd is a sundial when the sun is out, and when the moon is out, every buffoon is a poet. And wisdom is anything an idiot will pay to find out, no matter what heavenly body is visible. And I'm running for president. I sew close the neck holes of my sweatshirts, then sew belt loops along their bottom hems, and slide my legs through the sleeves because I wear sweatshirts like pants. And I cut the crotches out of all my sweatpants for my head to go through because I wear sweatpants like shirts with my arms through the legs. And I'm running for president. Whenever I successfully pass through a doorway, I turn around and point a wry, weary grin at the door and fist bump the doorknob, like the door and I are dramatic foils who finally learn to work together at the end of a buddy cop epic. And I'm running for president. I believe that Christ rhymes with fist. I believe that babies should get braces on their baby teeth. I believe the B in subtle should never be silent. And I'm running for president. I take power naps on diaper changing stations in the bathrooms of casual restaurants. I put peanut butter on both sides of one slice and jelly on both sides of the other and then eat the sandwich with gloves. Out of old calendar pages, I fold paper airplanes. I then fly through the rain, less to say anything profound about time than because calendars tend to pile up, and the paper they're made of is usually substantial enough to cut through the wind and repel falling water. And I'm running for president. Did you know that since primordial times, certain columns of open air were predestined to become elevator shafts? Did you know that all the restaurant fare in the world is secretly prepared in a single underground kitchen and sent to every restaurant kitchen on the surface through a network of pneumatic tubes? Did you know that if you spread your arms out wide and spin around really fast for a really long time, then suddenly hold your head still with your hands, you can see all of history at once? These and more are the mysteries I store in my mind and that I'll be sharing even more of with my friends when I become president of them. Thank you very much.